Chapter 1. Kinds of sentences. Phrases and sentences are common structures in any language. They are made up of a group of words. A phrase is a short or a long group of words that does not convey a complete thought. A sentence is also a group of words, but it conveys a complete thought. This is the main difference between a phrase and a sentence. Examples of phrases: behind the dog, into a fence, before the first test, after the devastation, between ignorance and intelligence, into thousands of pieces, her glittering smile. In all these examples, you will find nouns: dog, fence, test, devastation, ignorance, intelligence, thousands, pieces, smile. These are all phrases. As phrases do not express a complete idea, they can't stand alone. They can only be used as parts of sentences. They lack a subject or a verb, or in some cases both. Therefore, they cannot form a predicate. In the English language, there are 5 main kinds of phrases. These are: noun phrase. Give information about a noun. Examples: a cute baby, an old lady, many of the theories, a hot summer day, some teachers, etc. Verb phrase. Gives more meaning to a verb. Examples: has been eating, was walking, has to be hospitalized, singing a song, etc. Adjective phrase. Gives information about an adjective. Example: very pretty, terribly long, not very healthy, exquisite craftsmanship. Adverb phrase. Gives information about an adverb. Examples: slowly and surely, etc. Prepositional phrase. Gives information about a time, location or condition. A preposition always appears at the start of a prepositional phrase. Examples: down the road, after a long time, beside the lake, on the table, etc. Difference between a phrase and a sentence. Definition. A phrase is a group of words that is arranged in a grammatical construction and acts as a unit in a sentence. A sentence is a grammatical unit of one or more words that expresses an independent meaning. Complete thought. A phrase does not express a complete thought. A sentence expresses a complete thought. Subject and predicate. A phrase neither contains a subject nor a predicate. A sentence contains both the subject and the predicate. Information. A phrase does not give complete information about the subject or the predicate. A sentence gives complete information about the subject or the predicate. Punctuation. A phrase does not begin with a capital letter or end with a punctuation mark. A sentence begins with a capital letter and ends with a full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark. A complete sentence has 3 characteristics. First, it begins with a capital letter. In addition, it includes an end mark, either a full stop, question mark, or exclamation mark. Most importantly, a complete sentence must contain at least one main clause. A main clause contains an independent subject and a verb. It expresses a complete thought. Subjects and predicates are very important in order for a sentence to be complete. It must contain an action and someone or something doing it. The action is the predicate and the person or thing and doing it is the subject. An incomplete sentence is called a fragment. Compare and contrast the sentences below. I like corn salad because it tastes delicious. I like corn salad because it tastes delicious. Of the two examples above, the first contains a fragment. Because it tastes delicious is a fragment or an incomplete thought. It has an action, tasting delicious, but no subject. The second sentence is correct. It has all the necessary components of a full sentence: a subject, a predicate, and a full stop. Subjects. The subject of a sentence is a noun or pronoun, and its article if it has one. In active voice sentences, it is the noun or pronoun performing the action in the sentence. Example: the boy crossed the street. She works in a multinational company. Mohit is a good athlete. In the first sentence, the subject, the boy, is both a noun and its article. In the second sentence, the subject, she, is a pronoun. In the third sentence, the subject, Mohit, is a person noun. Predicate. The predicate explains the action of the sentence. The simple predicate refers to just the verb phrase linked to the subject, which tells what action is being performed by that subject. In the examples above, crossed the street, works in a multinational company, and is a good athlete are all simple predicates. There are more complex definitions of predicate. Sometimes predicate can simply mean everything except the subject. But just remember, the simple predicate is the action, verb phrase of a sentence. In the example below, the predicates are italicized. The house is green. She seems angry. The burden became excessive. A sentence necessarily contains a subject and a verb. There are 4 types of sentences. These are declarative sentence. Declarative sentences state information and facts. A declarative sentence ends with a full stop. Examples: the child is sleeping on the floor. Radium was discovered by Marie Curie. The dog barks. Imperative sentence. Imperative sentences issue commands or orders or express wishes or desires. These sentences can contain a single word or they can be lengthier. Examples: stop, be silent, turn left and go straight. Interrogative sentence. Interrogative sentences ask questions. They are easy to recognize as they contain a question mark at the end. Examples: are you tired? Is it raining? Do you go to school yesterday? Exclamatory sentence. Exclamatory sentences express emotions or excitement. They end with exclamation mark. Examples: I won the first place. It's a surprise. How majestic the tiger looks. Question tags. Question tags are the short questions that we put at the end of sentences, particularly in English. Positive or negative. If the main part of the sentence is positive, the question tag is negative. Examples: he is a doctor. Isn't he? You work in a bank. Don't you? If the main part of the sentence is negative, the question tag is positive. Examples: you have not met him. Have you? She isn't coming. Is she? With auxiliary verbs. The question tag uses the same verb as the main part of the sentence. If this is an auxiliary verb, have, be, do, then the question tag is made using the auxiliary verb. Examples: they have gone away for a few days, haven't they? They were not here, were they? He did not come yesterday, did he? This isn't working, is it? Without auxiliary verbs, if the main part of the sentence does not have an auxiliary verb, the question tag uses an appropriate form of the auxiliary verb do. Examples: I said that. Did not I? You don't recognize me, do you? She eats eggs. Does not she? With modal verbs. If there is a modal verb in the main part of the sentence, the question tag uses the same modal verb. Examples: they could not hear me. Could they? You won't tell anyone, will you? With I am. Be careful with question tags with sentences that start with I am. The question tag for I am is are not I. Examples: I am the fastest, are not I?